the universe is scheming with your divine messengers to present to you an exceptional message that could offer understanding into somebody in your life. You've been at the forefront of their thoughts for an astounding explanation, and everything returns to 1 second at the point when you offered something straightforward that incredibly influenced them. The holy messengers say, in life enormous, pivotal occasions absolutely have an impression, yet it's not unexpected the little minutes that hold the greatest significance. Sometime in the past something you did and said which appeared to be customary to you, as a matter of fact extraordinarily affected one more in your life. That unique individual has had you at the forefront of their thoughts since that second. That is on the grounds that a straightforward activity or a couple of words can matter a ton to another person. You see, for them, that second with you turned into a defining moment. It caused them to consider themselves in their life in a manner they occurred previously. So despite the fact that you probably won't have acknowledged it, your presence in their life has been a wellspring of motivation and examination. I rehash. You've been at the forefront of their thoughts since one explicit second that enormously affected them. Individuals have their own conviction frameworks and sets of values. Sooner or later every individual structures their own interpretation of life which can be affected by different elements. It's generally founded on their one-of-a-kind conditions, their childhood, their gifts and the encounters they carry on with throughout everyday life. These perspectives start to shape from an extremely youthful age, however they before long incorporate into the individual's very being. Without significance to these qualities and convictions moderate the individual's way of behaving. They influence their method of reasoning and the manner in which they decide to decipher and connect with their general surroundings. More often than not, it's a psyche interaction, so individuals seldom know that this peculiarity is in any event occurring. Yet, some of the time something will happen that will make them mindful of it. It very well may be an occasion that conflicts with the specific conviction they've incorporated, which makes them question why they trust that way in any case. It very well may be all around as basic as meeting for the individual who goes against their qualities, be it with direct words or simply in the manner they live. To give a model, picture somebody who experienced childhood in a wild climate where individuals frequently holler at one another. They could have assimilated that as the typical approach to communicating love. Accordingly, a large portion of their connections have been full of poisonous individuals and they've never had the option to shape a solid and enduring connection to anybody. Then, at that point, at some point, they get welcomed to the place of a companion who has had a completely unique childhood. At the point when they perceive how delicate the relatives are with one another, how calm and kind they are while imparting, it normally stuns them. They're compelled to reevaluate their perspective and all that they assumed they knew. The change that will probably result in their life subsequently is unquestionably to improve things. In any case, that doesn't mean the second is any less agitating. To have all that you've at any point accepted brought into question, regardless of whether it's for your own great, is a shaking experience. That is definitively the circumstance where this extraordinary individual regarded themselves as in. A basic word or a simple presentation of your normal character sent them into a spiral. It was a common day for you since you were essentially following up on your own arrangement of values. Furthermore, convictions, however to them, it was the day the reality flipped around. From that point forward, you've been at the forefront of their thoughts continually. It's not so much for any heartfelt explanation, but instead in light of the fact that you've woken them up to some bits of insight that they never required some investment to consider. Your activities and words filled in as a mirror, reflecting back to them the different way of taking a gander at the world and the convictions they held dear, which made them reevaluate said convictions. Also, can't help thinking about what framed them. It is conceivable that they will search you out to trust their disclosures as they presently see you as an expected partner, yet regardless of whether they, Your heavenly messengers would like you to accept this message as an open door. Think of it as an encouragement to do some self-impression of your own. Responding to such inquiries can be an extraordinary method for acquiring a more profound comprehension of yourself, also your inspirations. That is an excursion your heavenly messengers might a lot of want to urge you to leave on, as it holds vast opportunities for you to track down happiness and satisfaction. By acquiring this degree of mindfulness, not exclusively will it give lucidity and motivation in your activities and choices, yet it will likewise permit you to survey whether a decision is in accordance with your standards and whether it will prompt individual satisfaction. It could likewise assist you with imparting your necessities and limits all the more really and comprehend the upsides of others, which cultivates compassion and association. It can assist you with settling clashes all the more effectively and make the way for self-improvement and advancement. Basically, understanding your qualities can assist with guaranteeing that your decisions and activities are in concordance with what makes the biggest difference to you, prompting a more adjusted and satisfying life. Considering that, it probably won't have been such an immense incident that the subject of this message, the individual who can't quit bothering you, went through such a significant change thanks to you. Truth be told, it's not at all impossible that you were set in one another's lives exactly to impact each other such that benefits you both. All things considered, the universe needs what's best for you both, and it could try and be sending unobtrusive clues that highlight you and this individual being of importance to one another's lives. On the off chance that you're keen on signs and messages to affirm so a lot, there are numerous ways the universe speaks with you on such matters. The most straightforward course is to shift focus over to your own instinct first, since the universe frequently involves your own intuitions of correspondence. You could likewise need to give close consideration to repeating examples or subjects that appear to point you in a particular bearing or even your fantasies. Diving into one's convictions and values can go about as a directing compass, enlightening the way to self-disclosure and self-awareness. Considering these central standards could allow you knowledge into what your identity is and why you pursue the decisions you do. It adjusts your activities to your yearnings and makes ready for a more promising time to come. Eventually, the method involved with revealing your deepest self is an extraordinary excursion that will engage you to carry on with a more purposeful, satisfied and agreeable life. I need to end with a request for you. Master, I petition God for them, the person who has been on the personalities of their divine messengers. In the embroidery of life, their basic words and activities significantly affect another person's presence. It's in those honest minutes that the universe plans to grant shrewdness and understanding. I ask that you guide them on their excursion of self-reflection, assisting them with investigating their own convictions and values, understanding how these standards shape their decisions and cooperations. May this contemplation lead to a more profound comprehension of themselves, cultivating sympathy and association with others. Award them the clearness and reason they look for, and may their way be one of development and satisfaction. Amen. As you leave on your excursion, remember that the universe and your divine messengers are looking after you and they believe that you should succeed. Type 555 to guarantee this message and the favors inside for your own. Attempt and leave a positive remark for different watchers who could require an energy help in their day. The universe considers it to be a thoughtful gesture that energizes the pattern of good karma. You'll spread energy in getting the universe's endowments consequently. We should elevate one another and make floods of good energy together. I likewise need to relax delicate message from the moon to you, and you want to hear it today. An unobtrusive yet strong energy will push you to go with a basic choice toward the finish of the week. You won't track down the response in your horoscope, so try not to look there. Click the connection in the portrayal to see your free customized video moon perusing. I was flabbergasted at how precise my perusing was, and I realize you will feel